Welcome to Straight Talk. We'll be underway here at just the bottom of the hour, and we'll take a few final introductions. Sorry for the background noise, but there is a lot of people on this call. Thank you. Welcome from Detroit.
Thank you.
Well, actually, it's now impossible to take introductions, so let's get underway. Welcome, everybody. My name is David Moses, independent distributor with Zija International, and I'd like to welcome everybody to Straight Talk. This is our Wednesday product focus call for Zija International, and of course, it begs a question, what makes the Zija business great? Well, it's the fact that we also have world-class products that are the foundation of everything we do. And tonight is a special night because we have the formulator, the gentleman responsible for putting the Zija products together that launched this company, and that is Mr. Russ Bianchi. So we'll be hearing from Russ and covering a fair bit of the product line tonight. And so welcome, a special welcome to all of our guests listening for the first time. You've probably been invited by a friend, and this is the call to find out about what the products are that make Zija International, make this company. I think appropriately it'd be good to give a little bit of context for the new people, and so I'm going to do sort of a 3-minute snapshot of Zija, and then we'll bring on our formulator, Russ Bianchi. This company, Zija, which is now a global company and expanding rapidly, 150 million plus in sales, looking towards 300 million in the next 18 to 24 months, was founded as a direct result of a 1-hour documentary that aired on the Discovery Channel. And this documentary featured a tree called Moringa oleifera. The reason the Discovery Channel did the documentary is that this botanical, this tree, has some very unique properties on this planet. It's the only tree, the only botanical that covers everything the human body requires to sustain life, as well as providing for a whole new range of pharmaceuticals and feeding the hungry, reversing environmental damage. Moringa, this tree, is extraordinary. What happened was that show was recorded on a VHS video and handed to the founder of Zija International, Ken Brailsford. And when you know Ken's background, you understand Zija. Ken was the co-founder of Nature Sunshine in 1972, company that's still in business today. He was also the founder of Enrich International in 1985. And many of the customers and products still remain from that company, even though it was sold. And many of the successful companies in direct sales can trace their roots back to Nature, Sunshine, and Enrich. So Ken has been around this industry a long time. When he saw the Discovery Channel documentary, he knew that this was a botanical to bring to the world, and the challenge was, how do you take Moringa in its raw form and bring it to the world in a direct sales model? And of course, for that, you need someone who is able to take this botanical and with expertise in formulation, formulate mass-consume products that are effective, that are compliant, that taste good, that are cost-effective, and so forth. And that job was given to our formulator, Mr. Russ Bianchi. Russ, always a pleasure to have you join us on Straight Talk. As you can hear from all the beeps, there are hundreds upon hundreds of people on this call, maybe even upwards of 1,000 plus. And people want to know, what is it about Moringa that is unique and special? And I guess maybe we should start with, what is your background, what do you do, and why Moringa?
Thank you, David, for the introduction. My name is Russ Bianchi. I run a company called Adept Solutions Incorporated. We're based in the Monterey Bay area, where I'm looking out right now at the Monterey Bay, a gorgeous, sunny, 80-degree day with a slight breeze off the ocean. 22 PhDs, myself, and a few other administrative people create, convert, and stabilize things. We do pharmaceutical and drug development. We do food and beverage, skincare and cosmetics, flavor chemistry and stabilization, functional and dietary supplementation, chocolate confectionery. The list is relatively long. As an example, if you've ever consumed an energy bar, there's a very high probability we had something to do with it at some point. It was a multi-billion-dollar market shift from the late 1980s forward, away from breakfast cereal, fat-laden granola bars, candy bars, etc. We did not come to this project lightly. We actually turned it down, and we specifically said, unless there's real efficacious science behind this, we want nothing to do with it. We were overwhelmed with literally thousands of published vetted scientific and medical journal human studies on this, of the specific varietal that only Zika provides and no one else has in terms of Moringa oleifera. The real question that was asked of us, though, was if the tree is as special and as nutrient dense as has been confirmed by international, governmental, medical, university, and scientific agencies around the world, why isn't anybody using it? Reasonable question of the founder, Ken Brailsford, and his team, Rod Larson, Brian Palmer, a number of people. The bottom line was, it didn't taste good in nature, and there was no commercial supply. We took the task on because Ken Brailsford and his team promised that quality assurance and control, good manufacturing practices, hazard safety standards, actual production, raw material acquisition, literally integrated approach from raw material plantations controlled by Zika International for fish brands would be maintained. Not only did they do that, they exceeded it. We have Dr. Joshua Plant on board now from Harvard Medical School. Literally, this is above pharmaceutical drug standards under dietary supplement law in a direct referral model with an incredibly lucrative compensation plan. So that's why we came on board, David.
Well, and thank you, Russ. And one of the beautiful things that I observed is that 2/3 of the people that are in Zika aren't here for the business. They're actually customers. They don't actually build, which is a testimony to the quality of the product. And this is why a company will sustain long term. Well, let's talk about one of our product divisions, and maybe we can get to the other two also, and that being the weight management division, because unlike everything I've seen on the market, Zika is not a diet. It's a supplementation along with what we eat, and people experience spectacular results. I mean, we've got so many success stories over these last several years, and people have sustained, and they've completely transformed themselves. Maybe before we get into the product, let's talk about the problem and then talk about why Zika is the solution.
David, I think that's a great question. I would tell you that I've been personally charting, I haven't really told anybody, but I've been personally charting folks that have lost 100 pounds or more and kept it off for more than a year. And we are literally in thousands of people now globally. The problem begins about 1970, David. The food chain gets dumbed down. We're eating from 4 basic food groups: real fruits, vegetables, nuts, real meat, pork, lamb, game, veal, poultry, fowl, and fish. We're eating real grains, real dairy. We're eating food. And we're eating only about 1,500 calories a day, David. And nobody's really got any weight challenges. Nobody has any blood glucose challenges per se on a statistical basis. Yes, there are exceptions, but we're nobody's doctor here tonight, and we're most certainly not diagnosing, treating, preventing, curing, mitigating, or prescribing. But we're delivering the most nutrient-dense plant known to science of the specific varietal and all the constituent parts that exist absolutely no place else but Zika International. Someone tell you they can get Moringa on the internet or a health food store? Well, I can't fix stupid or dead. They are degraded, nutrient-valued component varietals that don't carry all the component parts and are enzymatically dead most of the time, as well as nutrient void. But today we're consuming more than double the calories, David, than what we received back in 1970. We have 85% less absorbable nutrients and more than double the calories. So basically, we're overfed and we're undernourished. We're literally digging our graves early with our teeth because there's nothing left in the food and beverage chain. There's a brand new book out now called Sugar, Fat, Salt: How the Food Industry Has Bamboozled the World in selling cheap excipients that are void of nutrient value. But it's worse than that, David. By 1974, 75, maybe 16 out of 100 people in North America around the world might be on one prescription drug a day from birth to death. But today, it is 73.2% of the North American population from cradle to grave that are on at least 4 prescription drugs a day. We're overfed, we're undernourished, and we're massively overdrugged. And David, just so you know, of the last just under 6,000 drugs approved at regulatory agencies in North America or elsewhere, the average number of adverse and harmful side effects per each and every drug, up to and including premature death, is 70 per drug. So that's the problem. In every problem, there's an opportunity. Moringa is that opportunity.
It's an amazing thing because this last 15 years, we saw a massive increase in commercial marketing, and it's almost like, just find something wrong and we got a drug for it. And of course, that can't be good. And so, enter Moringa, enter Zija. And Zija, what Ken Brailsford had said to me was that this is the one Moringa has everything in it that he had in his previous company, except he had it in 80 different product SKUs. Moringa has virtually everything that he had in all those different products, now all in one, all natural. And how does this fit into the entire package that we have, and why don't we start with weight loss?
Sure. Let's talk quickly about what's in Zija, not in other offerings. You can take a multivitamin. It's allegedly complete from Z, A to zinc, and none of it's absorbed in your body. Actually, the RNs and the PAs in the hospitals will call them bedpan bullets because they're passed through your body completely unresolved or absorbed. But ask yourself a simpler question, David. If all these multivitamins, if all these supplements on the market, if all these foods and or drugs actually worked, why is everybody sicker and sicker and sicker? The bottom line is only fully bioavailable, enzymatically active Moringa of all the constituent parts from Zija International will deliver nutrients that haven't been in food or beverage for 4.5 decades. So today, David, instead of maybe 1 out of 65 or 70 folks with a weight challenge or a morbid weight challenge, maybe 7 out of 10 have a serious weight challenge or morbid weight challenge. In the mid-1960s, maybe 1 out of 50 folks might have a blood glucose issue. We used to call it, in the medical literature in the olden days until 1971, sugar diabetes. Because a German in 1922 that won the Nobel Prize for Medicine and Physiology in 24 actually proved that 65 pounds a year of cane sugar, there was no beet, there was no corn, would cause neuropathy or inflammation down the line of your pancreas, and you become a sugar diabetic. Today, 1 out of 3 folks in North America is either hypoglycemic, insulin-resistant, type 1 or 2 diabetic. So, this company really expanded, David, on weight loss. But not diets, not kumbaya weigh-in sessions, not phony new and improved point scales, not fraudulent, non-scientifically based glycemic index, not celebrities on TV, not meals coming to your house where the cardboard box tastes better better than the food, that have not done anything in 45 years. Because if they had, explain to me why 7 out of 10 have a very serious weight issue. So we decided to deliver real nutrient value. All your essential vitamins and minerals naturally occurring in moringa. Omega-3, 6, 9, 3 dozen different anti-inflammatories, dozens upon dozens of antioxidants and anti-carcinogens, all the amino acids, 9 essential, and we deliver to you real nutrient value. As Ken Brailsford says, give the body what it needs. It's the body that self-corrects. Then we give you either a morning or afternoon capsule, David, and that triggers leptin in your brain. You're satiated. All moringa-based, and you burn body fat. And to make sure you continue losing body fat to wherever your goal is on a permanent basis, we give you a Ken Brailsford-based tea that we added moringa to, and you don't toxify the liver. And it is a combination of those 3 components, David, that will allow anyone that uses the system, not a diet, correctly, to lose all the weight they want permanently at little or no cost. As a matter of fact, this company expanded over $100 million in less than a year on that question. Might you happen to know someone who would like to lose some weight permanently at little or no cost?
Well, it's an amazing thing what's happening. We actually have a big event here this coming weekend, and I know you've been here many times to help open the Toronto market, and Dr. Plant's coming in on this one, and we'll see you on the next one. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of people at this presentation.
If you're not showing up for that presentation, David, you're making a huge mistake. Josh Plant went through Harvard Medical School in 2.5 years, married with 2 kids and no money. This guy is one of the finest researchers in America. I'm very proud to be associated with him, and thank God Zeke International has him because we need him.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it's been physically impossible for you to be everywhere, and you're on a plane pretty well every day. Let's talk about the Peak Performance Pack. It's another configuration of product that speaks to people who are highly active, people on the move, people who are athletic, and so forth. What are the products in that configuration, again, that make it a powerful system?
There's an opportunity here, David. When we deliver real nutrition only available and absorbable from moringa, we can then play with that. And because we know and understand what real kinesiological sports energy is, blood glucose sustained with no hypoglycemic drop-off or blood sugar crash, no lactic acid buildup, no cramping, no injury, speeding slow and fast twitch muscle, we can give you things like XM3, XM+, and deliver real kinesiological sports energy. If you don't believe it tonight, you're first on this call tonight, go to YouTube tonight and check out Luke Curry workout. You'll see for yourself the evidence of a guy who broke world records in power weightlifting using real nutrition instead of junk out of retail stores that claim to have energy and power and deliver none of it. But ask yourself another question. These so-called energy and power drinks on the market. Really? Are you kidding me? Lethal levels of anhydrous synthetic chemical caffeine that'll stop your heart, taurine and guarana, which are known to cause birth defects and cancer, taurine and B6 and 12 vitamins rendered from the intestines of pigs in slaughterhouses before the rest is macerated for cheap generic canned pet food, carcinogenic high-intensity sweeteners, acidulants, preservatives, stabilizers. Who should be drinking those so-called fake energy drinks? Terrorists, not you. We deliver real sports energy in XM3 and XM+. We deliver in a meal replacement real moringa plant-based protein, not soy protein that's concentrated, hydrogenated, isolated, acidified, and now proven to cause cancer. Not fake whey protein concentrates. We use real whole whey. And the result is Prime 90 in vanilla or chocolate, delivers real meal replacement, and real muscle mass where nothing else does. Literally world records, literally professional world championships, literally Olympic medals, and we could go on, have been delivered because of what Zija International has and no one else has, David.
Well, I can tell you, and I think I speak on behalf of pretty well every single person on this line who has used the product and or is a distributor, that the results people get on the product, people fall in love with the product, is what has caused so much of not just our growth, but our retention. The number of people who have made this kind of a staple each month for the family, and that is an amazing thing. Now, we take care of all the inner health with both the weight management system and the peak performance system, but we also take care of outer beauty with the Gen M skincare line, which is built on the base of the oil that comes from the seed in moringa. When you press the seed that people see on the Discovery Channel documentary, that was the basis for our skincare line. Maybe you can talk about how that works in terms of our overall system.
Yes, Gen M, Generation Moringa. Love the skin you are in. You know, the largest organ on our body, David, is our skin. It protects everything else. Yet it gets the most exposure and abuse from all kinds of toxins and issues trying to protect the rest of the body. Why would it not be logical to provide real nutrition topically to your body as well on an internal ingestion basis? We know, and you can see at russbianchi.com, actual testimonials of actual people with horrific skin issues, discoloration. We could go on with all the issues in terms of problems with skin. The bottom line is this: never confuse activity with results. Gen M delivers real results and delivers it without the horrific nonsense smoke and mirrors of most skincare lines in the world, either retail or direct sale. Most of those have horrible things in them: parabens, phthalates, alcohol, acidulants, preservatives, stabilizers, emulsifiers, colorants, fragrances, modified and genetically altered ingredients that do nothing but harm, bulk, and create profit. Well, we're not those brands. It's that simple. Gen M is 10 years ahead of anyone in terms of skin technology with the proven deliverable results. We deliver topically moringa, internally moringa, and I can tell you from the product development standpoint, we haven't even scratched the surface as to the areas the potential for Zija International in the future. This is not some little small company. This is literally built on an infrastructure basis, a multi-billion-dollar brand already, David.
Well, I was going to ask, on that note, we have a couple of minutes left, and we've covered our three main product divisions. Can we talk about last year? And this is it's actually just a little over 1 year now. Zija opened up, instead of using third-party people that make the product from the raw material. Now the company has the farms, the manufacturing under control, where we have our own manufacturing facility, distribution, and of course the network, which is all of us who are out here, me here in Toronto, Canada, in my home office, and all the people that are online and all the people around the world now are getting product that is from a vertically integrated company, a company in full control. What does that mean for the future for all of us?
David, I ran multinationals that were multi-billion dollars and built them literally from scratch in the past. In the last 3+ decades that I've been around the world in probably 150 countries now. What I can tell you is I've never seen a better vertically integrated brand and family of products than Zija International. Literally from plantations of all constituent parts of the plant that nobody else has, through finished brands, shade-dried, and a state-of-the-art above pharmaceutical grade plant, or as I like to say, we have 3 plants. We've got Moringa, we've got the manufacturing plant, and we have Joshua plant. The bottom line is real simple. We have regulatory approval around the world already. We already have folks in something like 33 or 34 countries, with that probably going to double in the next couple of years. This is not a linear growth model. This is multiple geometric progression with no capital outlay for the distributor base. It's pure referral profit. If you do this correctly, you're not going to be out any dollars at all. Might you happen to know someone who would like to lose some weight permanently at little or no cost? Might you happen to know someone who would like real knee replacement that works? Might you happen to know someone that might want to break a world record with real sports kinesiology and be the champion they deserve to be? Might you happen to know someone who would like the finest skincare line in the world? Because it's all available at Zija International for little or no cost.
Well, Russ, as always, very well said. I'd like to suggest, if you're new on the line tonight and you have a few questions, or you want to become part of the team or become a customer, get back with the person who invited you. They'll get all your questions answered, anything that you need to know. And if you're looking to build a business or grow, a secondary income or a primary income, or just get your products for free. Then tomorrow night we do a business presentation call on this line, and we'll certainly explain to you how to do that. And with that, as always, Russ, why don't we give Russ a global thank you for putting our products together. And the best way to do that is to end this call, everybody, with a double star 6 now. I think, as you can hear us, there is far too many people to even distinguish beats. But thank you, everybody, and welcome. I wish you all the success you deserve and desire. Thank you. The lines are open.
Yeah.